day because I know I am. Now today we're going to be talking about one of honestly one of the worst days that I've ever had, and it's kind of I'm mashing this up with two stories in one just because it'll be a lot easier to deal with versus having to make two separate videos. So three, two, one, let's get into it. So I at this certain grocery store that I work at, I know I haven't really talked about my personal life a lot, but that changes today.
That changes at my work.
We have you basically just have like these rules where like if a customer gets out of hand or gets a little rowdy, then basically what happens is that we are not like we kind of have to be really polite to them, almost like kiss their ass. But no, when it comes to me, I am definitely someone who doesn't exactly take too kindly to that, and will not lose my crap with them, but just I do not care. I'm sorry, but like I'm not gonna kiss your ass just because you want a free bag of grapefruit, Karen. So this is gonna be two stories mashed into one, like I said earlier. The first story basically takes off and right now. So yeah, so I have this grocery store I work at. I'm not really allowed to say the name because I've gotten permission, and we don't need any chaos to happen, with legal stuff. Yeah, we're just gonna call it legal stuff for now. So I work at this grocery store. It's one of the best ways to shop. Or in my opinion, it's one of the best ways to shop, only just because I work there. And sometimes we run out of certain items that people really want, and they get a little testy with us. I know what you're thinking. They get testy, and it really puts me in a spot where I kind of have to stay chill, but I can't. And so this one lady comes up with one coupon for 4 packs of lunch meat, I guess. And she comes in, basically just already is in a bad mood. She puts up the thing of meat, or the 4 things of meat. The coupon, oh, and keep this in mind. The coupon says little black writing that it's only good for like one item. Like it's not good for whatever, but like it's good for the item that she has. And now, so this lady basically comes in, she checks out on my stand, loads up the 4 things of meat, and basically just kind of already starts getting a little bit of a Karen. She starts screaming at me to load up her coupons immediately, so I'm like, yeah, of course, no problem. Um, and basically, she asked me, or she screams at me to load up the coupons, and basically is just kind of like, hey, load up my coupons. My coupons should be able to pay for all this. Da, da, da. So I load up the coupons, and I'm like, ma'am, it only works for one of these meats. It doesn't work for 4. She starts screaming at me more, trying to argue with me, being like, yes, it does. Look, in red writing, it says right here, limited to 4 items, or 4 items of this one item, if that makes sense. I don't know if that made sense or not. And so I'm like, yes, but ma'am, look at the very bottom. Look how it says in black writing that this is only good for one item per household. And then, so after that, basically, she gets mad at me and was like, well, call someone over because you're stupid, you're an idiot, da da da. You don't know what you're doing clearly. You're probably new here. And I kind of interject with, well, I mean, I'm a little new. Like, if you think 2 months is new, then yeah, sure, you can call me new. So to that, she kind of is like, yeah, you don't know what you're doing. Call someone over. So I call customer service over, thinking, okay, maybe they'll help me out. But so I call him over. He comes over and goes, "What's poppin'?" And for this story, we're gonna call the customer service man. We're gonna call him Jerry, just because Jerry is kind of a helpful-ish name, I guess. I don't know. I just kind of picked Jerry because I like Jerry, so deal with it. I call Jerry over and he goes, "What's happening?" And I'm like, basically, this lady's trying to buy 4 of these things and thinking her coupon's gonna pay for it. And when it says at the bottom that it's only one per household, so she's like, "Yeah, like I don't remember exact wording, so I'm oh so sorry if I'm just jumping around at this point. But basically, she starts screaming more at me and being like, see, he doesn't know what he's doing." I mean, at this point, I'm used to people misgendering me, but besides the point. Basically, people are just like, oh, he doesn't like this lady's like, oh, he doesn't know what he's doing. Like I told him to add the coupons, which of course I did. I scanned it 4 times and nothing came up for 3 out of the 4 items. She's like, see, it's you see that? Yeah. Like it's like basically trying to start an argument with me at that point, and I'm staying quiet at this point because I clammed up after she started calling me an idiot, starts insulting me, saying that I'm a dummy and that I don't know what I'm doing and I need to get someone else. Um, and so I'm explaining all this to Jerry, and instead of being a good, I don't know, maybe an average customer service dude and being like, well, here, just come on over, we'll help you out. He throws me under the bus and just basically goes, yeah, no, a lot of the checkers end up doing all this wrong, like a lot. And I'm kind of sitting there, like, not flabbergasted, but just kind of like, you're joking, right? And basically, he kind of just immediately is like, yeah, like they kind of do a lot of things wrong. It's not very it's it's not very swagtastic. But yeah, I'm sorry, I'll take you over. And so he looks at me and goes, can you just get this done? And I'm like, no, she's insulting me. She's saying I don't know what I'm doing. Clearly, you do know what you're doing. So he was like, well, I already have a line, so I just need to get this done. I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna sit here and take a bunch of insults just because some lady named Karen, by the way, we're gonna call her Karen for this story, is basically screaming at me over coupons. I know how coupons work. I work in this store. I'm pretty sure I know what I'm doing for coupons. And so basically after that, she goes over to customer service. Jerry gives me a look like kind of like, come on, gotta work with me right now. Like I have a huge line. I can't be accepting this woman. I almost said a naughty word, but we're not saying that because Susan is gonna age restrict my videos. And yeah. So she goes over there and then she calls me one more insult and I'm just kinda I'm like close to losing it at this point. I'm not even like I'm hiding it really well, but I'm trying so hard to just not go off on her because there are other people in my line too. So it's kind of like I have to keep calm with them, keep calm with the lady, no matter how like upset that she's just kind of making other people at this point. Like even 2 ladies behind her were like, just get a move on already. Like coupons are coupons. They're not that special. They're not your holy grail, lady. Like just get on with it. And so after she goes, I apologize to the 2 ladies, and I'm like, hey, like I'm really sorry that this happened. I'm sorry that I held you up. Da da da. And they're like, no, don't worry about it. You're okay. Don't like just chill out. You don't need to worry about it. You're okay. Nothing bad happened. It's whatever. So I checked them out, and I think that's gonna be the end of it, right? Then I have another customer who he comes up, and my bagger for this story, uh, we're gonna call her Peaches. I don't know why. I don't know. I'm sorry. So Peaches and I are bagging, and I basically was just kind of like, hey, like if you go do anything, or if you have like another check saying you need to be on, like that's totally okay. And the customer now looks at me, looks at her, and goes, no, she can stay because she likes me. And I kind of could tell he was joking, but if it were taken the wrong way, it could be entitled as a certain card of harassment. And so I kind of just bag his bags normally. Not like I don't on purpose. I don't try and mess anything up. I don't try and ruin anything for the customers. I kind of just bag them normally the normal way I did. So he comes back in about 5 minutes later, gets all the way down to his car, and basically, what happens is that basically comes in and he comes in about 5 minutes later, gets to his car, and then basically just kind of goes, "Hey, I need to talk to you." So I kind of look at him and I'm just kind of like, "Oh, great! What more could this man want from me? What more could he want?" And so basically, he comes up and just goes, "I need to talk to you." And I'm like, "Right now?" And he goes, "Yeah, like right now." And so I go, okay. So basically, he pulls me aside and goes, "I don't know what you did, but," he basically starts insulting the way I bag things, and basically saying that he got all the way down to his car and the bags were ruined, and yada yada yada. Which at that point, I kind of feel like if you had like just got into your car, like if you made it all the way down to your car, uh, that should be on you. That shouldn't really that shouldn't exactly be my fault per se. Uh, basically, like it shouldn't be my fault that your bags were ruined. Like, yeah, I'm the one who bagged them. Yeah, I'm the one who helped bag them. But I wasn't the one who ruined it. And he's like, I don't know if it's because of the joke I said or whatever. Da 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 da. And I'm just like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have any vendetta against you. I don't have any like problems with you. I just bag your bags the way I normally did, or I bagged it the way I saw it come in. He already had bags preloaded, so I was kind of like, oh cool, he has all his bags loaded, so I just have to take him out, scan him, put him back in. So I did exactly that, and that was when he got upset, pulled me aside, basically was like, you packed my bags like crap. Like, what do you think you're doing? That is, and all this other stuff. I'm kind of just sitting here like not giggling, but just kind of in my head, kind of laughing a little bit at how stupid the situation is. And so he kind of finishes the conversation. He goes, "You know what? I need to have another bag free of charge because you messed it up." And like I said, if you're getting down to your car and you notice that something's wrong, you don't just try and put everything away, then let your bags get ruined, and then come up and yell at me. You come back immediately, like when you get off the elevator or whatever, and then you yell at me. I don't know. Just some people are very just uh interesting. We're use the word interesting. And so yeah, so he comes back up after he's done yelling at me. I know I'm repeating myself a lot. I'm sorry. I haven't had good content like this in a while, so and I'm really sorry for just not being on schedule. I'm still trying to figure that out with my other job as well. So I'm trying to like balance it out. I know my bio says that I'm going to try posting daily, but so far that's not working out for me. So I think I'm just going to go over to weekly. I'll decide a date and let you guys know on that. Anyway, back to the story. So he leaves. I'm kind of like, dude, what the hell is even going on? I don't even know at this point. So I go over to my manager and I'm like, hey, can I talk to you real quick? Like something that's bothering me. And so she goes, yeah, sure, what's up? And so we go off into her office and I'm basically like, look, I just got harassed by two people within like the last 5 minutes, and Jerry came over and basically just kind of threw me under the bus. And oh, and by the way, the lady did end up getting her groceries either way. I'm not sure what Jerry did. She ended up getting her groceries and left happy, I guess. So I guess he did get the coupon. But so yeah, so basically, uh, my manager's just kind of like, well, like she gives me an eye roll, like not like an eye roll, like oh great, more complaints. It's like an eye roll of like, I get how you're feeling. Like, we have some people who have done that to us in the past, where they will kind of make that towards our like baggers or whatever, and all this other stuff, and then so it's just one big mess. Like it's just one big mess. And then we move on from that, and she's noticing like I'm about to lose it because when it comes to these kinds of things, I'm a no nonsense type of person. Like if you're gonna be like that with me, then I'm gonna be like that with you. And I know like the saying, the customer is always right, but there are some cases where they're not always right, and will use that to pure entitlement. They will basically try and they'll use it to their entitlement like 100%. Like what they'll try and do is basically just be like, oh well, the customer's always right, so that means you have to do whatever I say. And that just kind of makes it annoying as heck. And notice I didn't say hell there, but it just kind of makes that really annoying for me because then I'm kind of like, well, I now have to bend over backwards just because this Karen isn't getting what she's wanting. Because I can't do anything. And I know you guys are probably being like, you could have just given her the money, or not the money, you could have just given her the groceries, you could have just knocked some money off. But yeah, so it's just one of those situations. So those are the two stories. Um, I know that my content has not been the best, and I'm really sorry for that. I'm trying to get that all fixed. I'm trying to get, there's just a lot going on between work and between family stuff, and just it's so much to the point that my schedule's been really out of whack. Once again, I'm sorry that I haven't been posting a lot. I know I only have like a small amount of posts, but I'm sorry. Sorry guys. Anyways, that's gonna do it for the video. I hope you guys really liked the story, and please like and subscribe. I promise it's free, so I will not take your money whatsoever. If you don't like my content, you can definitely unsubscribe because it's free like that. But definitely do comment in the videos, whatever you want to comment. But also maybe just like, I don't know, like tell me like some, or give me like some suggestions that I could, give me like something that, I don't know, like give me feedback on my videos, I guess, just kind of be like, hey, like I like your videos, but you could do this, or hey, your videos are great, but maybe like try something else, because like it's clearly not your thing. And then just, I don't know, basically just anything at this point. But yeah, so that's gonna do it for the videos, and I will talk to you guys later. Or I don't know why I said it like that, but I'll see y'all later in the next video. Have a good one. I'm out.